The original name of the Via Rotunda is Via Americo Capra, but is referred to Americo Via, Via Rotunda, and Via La Rotunda. The architect commissioned for the building was Andrea Palladio. The construction of the building began in 1567, but Palladio died in 1580 before the via was finished. After Palladio's death, his assistant Vincenzo Scamosi oversaw the via's completion after 1591. The Count Capra acquired the via in 1591, which is why the original name of the via contains the word Capra. The Via Rotunda is located outside the city of northern Italy on a hilltop. La Rotunda is not strictly a via. It served as a belvedere retreat for relaxing and giving parties. The via was the height of the Renaissance, exemplifying the Renaissance concepts of humanism. Thomas Jefferson wanted the White House to resemble the Via Rotunda's style, which shows how influential the via was. The floor plan for the building is symmetrical with a circle and a square, which creates 4 facades. Each facade has a projecting portico, and each portico has steps which are accessed from the building from a small opening on each side in the central hall. Each room is symmetrical with precise mathematical proportions. Unlike the original design by Palladio, which had a high semicircular dome for the central hall, Scamosi replaced the center hall ceiling with a cupola. Palladio's design was heavily influenced by the Parthenon in Rome. The building's influential design from the Parthenon is very significant because the holy effects of a church are brought to the domestic home of a human being. The Via Rotunda, resembling a church temple, is a designed home. The Via Rotunda gives the owner an elevated sensation of self-worth and importance from the steps leading to the interior of the building to the spectacular views granted within. The center of the domed hall, marked by a circle of colored marble on the floor, is dark and windowless. One's gaze is drawn through the narrow accessways connecting the porticos to the domed hall on all 4 sides to the sun-drenched landscape outside. The via was designed from the beginning as a place of natural advantage from the patron to the hilltop site. The sense of privilege is given off from the magnanimous design and decoration combined with the aesthetic experience felt in the house. The aesthetics aspects of the via come from the views that give life to the senses, which are essential for memory and meaning. The idea of giving good views is still present-day thinking. Windows are not merely practical, but aesthetic criteria necessities. Although there are 4 main entrances with classical pediments, they have features in common, but no 2 are identical, and there is always evidence of new developments. The Quattro Libra explains a loggia on every side to take advantage of the beautiful views from the hill were set. Palladio took the needs of the owner and adapted them to the function of the via. If the via were perched on any other site, without the luscious green setting that surrounds it in Vicenza, it probably wouldn't have the same aesthetic effect it has now in its current design. The dome alone would probably give the owner an elevated feeling while standing inside under it, but other than that, the stairs would just give it a bit of elevation. Both the site on the hilltop and the design combined to make the via a very powerful impact on its setting and its owner.